everything is a 1v1, but let's take a look at these USP shots, because long range, and it's just 2 clicks. Ready? Bang. See you later,
clean.
Snappy. And some pious, this little bit of micro.
calyx now. Will he strike in tandem? No, in fact, it's Ema and Xantares to start things off. Henu, fantastic from his position, only finds the single, though. Calyx now cleans out the rest of brackets, and with that, it's going to have to be the save on B for ENCE. That was a stunner of a play from EF.
It's just the lack of utility, really, for ENCE, right? They prioritise the weapons, they got the deagles, they're ready to go. And so is Xantares, already scaling his way up towards Banana. Madden, fully blind, dealt with, as too is Snappy. And it's as easy as that for Xantares.
Yeah, that's the kind of Xantares we need to see more of on the server today. Lovely double entry towards top Banana. I believe it was own flashbang that helped him out in that ordeal. I think Freddie mentioned that Xantares wasn't used towards the B bomb site. They assume the worst. They know their economy is weaker, and they know Sunpius has their only rifle. So if they can beat the rifle on the rotation, as they have just done very, very swiftly, it's going to be an easy round for them. As look at this rotation from ENCE. They've stacked it perfectly. It's a battle of Alurkas here, and Calyx and Sunpius, both of them sitting towards the opposite side of the map. Neither of them will have much impact here, as that nade certainly does. Lands on Xantares, makes him deviously one-tappable as he heads through that smoke. Well, he won't even be afforded vision on the opposition. It is the 2v2, though. Sunpius trades back onto Calyx, but the problem is the only defender still towards B is Diha, and he's been locked out of this bomb site. Almost locked out of the round, but X-Floud flounders, leaving just Major in the 1 versus 2. Apparently, he's an AWPer as well now. Brandon finds the first. Diha is aware of roughly his positioning, but the bomb is planted for the likes of Major. Diha misses the tap a couple of times there. Major peeked on him with an M4, and oh my goodness, it's the IGL to do it again. Replicate that, as they do have a nice stack towards this B bomb site again here. The nade might do a bit onto Snappy, as it does, but Xantares crucially falls to Madden. Calyx, it is a nice trade. Still an advantage for the pistols here, make it a double. Snappy as you like it, decapitates X-Cloud, and the bomb is now dropped.
Yeah, look at that. It's been thrown forward as well. And Snappy's now trying to get a little bit more dangerous, but Calyx is providing good overwatch on the top of the dark barrels. And in fact, Major drops a much deeper smoke to scoop up the bomb. And he transitions back towards A, but he's got to be careful because Sunpius is in hot pursuit. It's a foot race, and you know what? Major's completely faked it out. He's reconsidered his options, and he's reset all the way through, ready to join Calyx on the bomb site. And Henu isn't going to push at all. With that smoke, the intention's completely given up. Sunpius, he has to come all the way back over.
That's brilliantly played by EternalFire there. As much as the start of the round was sloppy, they've still given themselves optimal chances at closing. Major, the only concern here is he's on 2 HP. Luckily enough for him, Sunpius is still on the AWP. Henu, the 5-7, will be the crucial piece of the puzzle here. Unless, of course, there's an overextension from Calyx. He cannot afford to peek this as the AWP slowly edges his way on in from CT. Oh, and Calyx, he's just found Henu. I think this has to be the AWP save here for Sunpius. A great recovery there from EternalFire. There's not enough for the defuse anyway in terms of time on the bomb. It is a nice shot. Much success.
Here comes a flashbang draining over. They're just going to go through the smoke. But Madden, he's here as well. That's a really nice start, but in fact, he just gets decapitated by Xantares, and as too does Snappy. He meets the same fate. Another powerful entry from Xantares, a double up on the B bomb site, throws this into a 3 versus 2. ENCE, in a way, you've got to kind of go for this because you need rounds on the board. You've got to smoke, you've got to kit, but they're on 2 different players.
I mean, this has been a monstrous performance so far for EternalFire. I don't think these crossfires are going to be let slip. Although Xantares does miss the opening opportunity onto Diha, Calyx thankfully in the backlines does not. And guess what this means for Sunpius, Brandon?
Realistically, how much information do they have? Not a lot. Snappy knows that there could be players in Banana, but you got no kind of onus in towards top middle. All this utility's raining now. Obviously now the information's given over, right? But that's it. There's no kind of adjustment. And off the back of that, Snappy will probably be forced into a save here because he's the only M4. Off he goes. That's the round over. 9 for EternalFire.
Oh, Xantares almost falls for his troubles. But no, as you said, EternalFire, they've just found 9, and ENCE are not looking in the position to pull this one back to a 9-6 scoreline. There's just, it's been a little bit empty on the defense for ENCE here.
Yeah.
as Diha falls flat on his face as well. Pounded down by the rounds of xFloud. And that's just insult to injury, really. Didn't need to go hunting for that frag.
Directly for this. There's a smoke on Diha, there's a smoke on Henu. Calix could nade stuff out, but again, yeah, the time it really is going to elude ENCE. They need to jump onto the bomb, they need to secure it, and a Molotov's just been thrown on it as well. Henu's sticking the bomb, Henu's going for it, but no. Major will silence him, and he has now got no say into the round. Major's even hunting him down. Will he get away with the AWP with a bomb? Yeah, just about.
And as much as ENCE are lacking, God, the fragging capacity is glorious.
Oh, they're bursting.
Yeah, why not? They've got the confidence, they've got the raw aim behind it. Diha needs to go huge here. They do at least have a stack, though.
Xantares, though, just down towards long, applying the pressure. They've got to go, EternalFire. By the way, guys, you've got 15 seconds to try and make your way through. Henu does significant damage, but Xantares does put him down into the ground, but a flurry of kills back for ENCE is perfect. They are stacked in the right place, and they do at least.
And it's a heavy disadvantage for them. Oh no, the map was just frozen. In that case, they will be going for this retake. Calix towards new box will be a hard position to clear on out. Molotov on towards the bomb as well. xFloud another headshot follows on up, but Emor now left in a 1v2. He doesn't give a damn about how many opposition you throw at him. Umpire's now forced to save the AWP again. It seems to be a bit of a reoccurring theme in this half.
Over the line. Can they close it without too much kind of grievance? Or Emor looking to do exactly that on the timing shot of Snappy's flash. He gets rid of Madden immediately. That's one of the SMGs. Diha, operating the other one, just gets removed by xFloud, walking in through the smoke, trying to catch a little bit of a timing. Calix also removes Henu. All of these gunfights are falling in favor of EternalFire. It doesn't matter who's there. It doesn't matter who's taking the peak. It's always ended up in this T-side's favor. 2 versus 4. Last round of the first half, of course, you're going for this if you're ENCE. You got a smoke, you got a kit, but the one thing you haven't got is the firepower and the numbers. Snappy left on his own, 1 versus 4. And it looks like he's just going to walk straight into xFloud.
Oh, that's so clean. And 1 tap to close as well. A 12-3 half. This is one of the most dominant scorelines we've seen all tournament. Because they've been conditioned to be scared by, the fluidity of EternalFire's T-side. But Emor, oh, he lets those bullets flow right into the head of Umpire's. Major follows up with a second, already working with a 2-man deficit. And if Calix has proven anything, it doesn't matter what a deficit you're at, you can still come back in a pistol, but Xantares ensures that's not a possibility. And by God, EternalFire. A nice attempt there from Madden. Umpire's fully blinded. They've taken library control, but Emor takes control of long for a single kill at least. It is even trading to a degree, but EternalFire has still ended up with an advantage. They've got the main man in Xantares up alone towards B, which cuts off the majority of opportunities that ENCE otherwise would have. But you see, my main problem here, Brandon, is look at the positioning of the bomb.
Yeah.
It's chilling on the site. So is the man in Calix. Xantares actually catches Diha as he aggresses Banana, which is, funnily enough, something ENCE didn't really do at all in the previous half. We were talking about how this team is set up around supporting Xantares. I don't think they're as heavily set on that anymore. As much as the flashbang tries to support him on the swing, Madden doesn't really give a damn and actually pushes ahead of it, catching the star player completely off guard. And look at the space Madden is taking. Emor caught with nades in his hand. Major, he's next on the chopping block. He does at least subside the threat for now, but he's going to give up the bomb site. He's going to give up the round saver rifle. That is massive from ENCE, massive from Madden. They do have a disadvantage in terms of manpower, but Emor, his position is perfect, although he has just been slipped past in the smoke. Madden, it's a gorgeous push. Xantares completely isolated, can't find either of the 2 low HP players, although, hold on, that's Madden again. Madden's just stuck behind Major, catching him completely off guard, and ENCE, that is a miracle round to be putting on the board off the back of an incredible play again from Madden.
Yeah, that's really well worked by Madden, and again by ENCE, and this is what I was talking about.
Xantares, despite being blinded, has his numbers. Xantares, I've not seen this one in a while. He's hiding behind a forward smoke. Snappy, is he going to walk past him? Oh, Xantares, he just spotted a boost, finds 2. Almost the 3K spray down from Xantares. Diha finally puts him to bed, but that's what we needed to see more of from him. That's the reason he's the star player. Diha, on the flip side, often pitched as such for the ENCE side, but with only 2 HP. Now none. Not a chance in hell.
Winging or dropping utility off the back feet. You can see he's currently holding an incendiary.
And that incendiary falls on down, but Emor, oh my goodness, look at the fire he has to run through to escape. That's perfect util usage from the likes of ENCE. 3 Molotovs cuts off any safe escape for Emor. And that's a big trade frag to find. Major now dancing towards Coffins in the backlines, but look at the banana push from EternalFire. 3 men in tandem, but xCloud fired the first shot, alerts him to his position. Dihar immediately decapitates, but Xantares is at least able to trade. ENCE, can they cling on to this map? Can they cling on to the post blunt? Let's look at the brunt of a blow that's slowly being brought on in now. Calix finds the first, looking for the second. Henu falls to Major, and ENCE will fall to EternalFire on this first map. Almost get back to double digits after a pretty miserable first half performance. Seconds to spam left click. I see it looks to spam down a couple of these T-side players here. He's already in their spawn before they left it. He's found 3 kills, farming cash on the MP9, and by God, he's got himself a 4K.
How much impact can he truly find here? Well, not a lot. He's already been spammed, but that's a good start. On towards xCloud. Can he get another? No, not quite. Major's there for the trade. Snappy will at least find one with the MP9, but low HP, low chances. Just want to try and hold on to that AK.
Yeah, exactly. They've already got a good economy to buy up into the next round, and AK is always an added benefit on the CT side.
Lined up for B. 3 USPs currently safeguard this position for the CT side, but you're coming toe-to-toe with 4 AK-47s. At the same time, look at these rotations. Everyone's here. Everyone's ready to go. Madden answers back. Immediate trade on towards Snappy. Some highest in position 2, but his orb hasn't found a single point of damage. A Major through the smoke would ensure that he doesn't even save it over.
Yeah, that's massive stuff from Major there. Just continues to
angles that can be taken are almost kind of designed for a player like Xantares. Run boost coming over, trying to disrupt in case an orb's holding or offset a crosshair for another swing.
Spread Eagles for bad news Eagles, it seems. As one of these 2 teams will be facing them in one of our latter matchups of the day. EternalFire dragging their way onto this B bomb site. Dihar shuts down the first in Xantares. The A ramp might be perfect for him, but the entry to B not as much. xCloud though gets very extended. Dihar's position yet to be cleared. The spam comes through, but Emor spotted. Can he find a reply as Henu chimes on in as well? Henu in for a dastardly double. xCloud now left in a 1v3.
That's got a nade. But time is really not on his side. A couple of these players are low. There we go. See you later, Dihar. But that's all she wrote for xCloud. Just going to say, bring over the AK into the next. Gap control conceded. Madden now under a lot of pressure. These smokes fly in, put up a wall, and now ENCE need to fight from behind it to try and retake the bomb site.
They do spot xCloud above it as he jumps towards the bomb site, but the bomb is planted with little reply, and look at the util situation for ENCE. They have a single flashbang to try and burst through that wall with.
1 kit as well.
And 1 kit. I'm not even sure if they want to go for this clearly. They ebb their way ever so slightly forward, but time is ticking. And they've yet to really make a move. They're yet to find a frag. D has spotted towards the headshot angle. Madden atop the boxes. Xantares, xCloud a killer piece. And as they both come in as the X Factors, well, it's ENCE singing a song of saving.
Yeah, and that is a really prime example of why utility, they need to go in, and it all hinges on xCloud really. How much can he find on the flank?
Well, he's going to need to flank quickly. Does manage to get in through mid, uncontested, finds 1, finds 2 with a spray down. Massive kills from xCloud there. Calix find another. Some bias, only the single trade. But by goodness, it's been a lot more action-packed in the early rounds than we had on Inferno, Brandon.
That is a really cool mid-round, because xCloud's deliberately thrown that Molotov to keep
an AK then, the Deagle, oh, that nade. Taking a comfortability, not gonna help. Neither is that clock slowly ticking on down. 35 seconds remaining, and Brandon, they do have util on Major. But I feel like he needs to be the front man here with that Tech 9. Maybe drop that util to someone else. Regardless, it begins to be expended. Calix wants to be the first man in. Has Xantares ready to trade him Xantares is the first to fall. Thankfully, Calyx picks up the slack. Still an opportunity for a bomb plant here, and xCloud will deliver. Wallbang narrowly misses an opportunity to stop it. And with that, we do have ourselves a very winnable 3 versus 3 post plant here.
No smokes, a couple of flashes. Madden brought down a couple below. Dher's just sticking the bomb. Oh, they're not going to fall for it, are they? Oh, he gets knocked off. This round is still going. 1 versus 1, xCloud versus Madden. But Madden is such low HP. But he's calling the bluff of xCloud up and over. Madden going toe-to-toe and actually hits the shot on the AWP. EternalFire fumble right at...
Stand much of a chance, but at least he gets information and does not go down for it. Speaking of going down, Dika ensures Major falls first. But Calyx's Molotov, it's absolute perfection. And Snappy is just such low HP. Sunpice is here to try and deliver support. And they're doing a damn good job of locking down this bomb site so far. Sunpice delivers in droves into 2K. xCloud, though, he finally activates from middle and he swings round the back, swings round the side, flying through. Ema another. The ball's on that man. And what a round there.
xCloud caught off guard. Major has also been spotted. And no, it's a smoke into isolate elevator. ENCE are charging in towards Xantares. That's the bomb dropped. And now EternalFire need to rejuggle, reshuffle. But that's why Snappy's there, to catch out these players moving forward. It gets a little bit weird. It almost feels like ENCE are in an EternalFire sandwich. And you don't want to be in one with Xantares as the really dangerous crushed. Calyx there as well, delivering 2 quick kills. And Henu, who's on the flank the entire time, it's just a little bit too slow. And now he has to come up with the goods. A 1 versus 3 to keep ENCE in contention for this pistol. And he gets stuck on the wall, that's fine. Can he punch in the digits? Can he get at least a bomb plant? Yeah, he'll be allowed that respect.
But the crust is always the hardest bit to chew through. Henu sinks his incisors in. Major first to fall, but Xantares, good lord, his first kill of the round was absolute insanity. And the third kill, he fallen off a bit. He's been afforded another scope weapon, but by God, not for long. How is Snappy there? Uncontested in middle, finds Calyx as well. It's going to be another 3-man save for EternalFire. There's no chance of them getting back into this one.
I was looking at the minimap and I was like, is that under A? No, that is literally in middle. ENCE have gone for a really nice idea of just, let's see how much control we can get in mid for free, because A ramp was just as easier. And
that spam spot has been absolutely brutal. I think we've seen 4 or 5 kills coming through from it this game so far.
Speaking of, Dher does significant damage on Xantares in amongst the elevator.
Oh, hello. What's happening there? Xantares chucks some utility over.
Oh, no.
A flashbang for the retake, but oh no, he's caught in the fire. Can't get up fast enough. Big kill from Madden, even bigger from Dher. Madden finds one more, and what was a 5v3 is now a 1v2 for Calyx. He needs this clutch, and he will find Dher. Madden, half-ticked, tapping away. Can he find it? Yes, he can. By God, it gets close, but that 1v2 clutch was needed. And EternalFire still looking one of the best they've done in a long time, especially across the board. Emor, oh, he's filling up the kill feed across the line. Paints it blue, but Dher does at least trade things back for 1.
That's the most aggressive EternalFire have been on the ramp the entire half, by the way. And that's Emor with an MP9, and he gets 2 kills against a fully invested ENCE. Calyx now slides in towards this corner. Just as ENCE look to reset, they need to clear him. Are you considering him? No, you're not. Henu walks around the corner. Dher is next to the chopping block. Sunpice gets the kill at the second time of asking, but you're now thrown into a 1 versus 3.
I mean, it's possible. He does deploy a smoke. He's got the AWP in tow. It's better for these angles than perhaps some of the rifles. Molotov keeps Major trapped behind Generator. This plant can come in, but there's a slight gap in that smoke. They're not going to check it. They instead wait for their rear flank player in xCloud to make his move. Sunpice, so aware, knows exactly what to expect from xCloud. But unfortunately, he has 3 angles to isolate, and xCloud needs only a single bullet to win out the rest. Servers doesn't know if the push was eventually going to come on in, and it's continually delayed by a nice reply in utility. Henu, though, No delay in finding that frag onto Major. Do they clear this angle or do they overlook it? They overlook it in droves. Oh my goodness, how was Henry not turned around? The communication clearly poor as into the 2v2. We've thrown in Emor. Another frag delivered means EternalFire somehow, some way have an advantage with 10 seconds left. Snappy on 6 AP will be saving an AWP on over, but will not be saving, more important.
Torres gets thrown through with some utility, and ENCE yet to put the bomb down.
Yeah, that was a great flashbang setup from Major there, but D here a major spray in retaliation. But again, bomb is nowhere near to being planted, and Xantares find another head to the tally. 3 versus 2 here, and 14 seconds remains. Xantares, he's closing in, but Sunpius will deny at least for now. And with that, the advantage spins not for long in ENCE's favour. Calyx and Major, they strike in tandem, and listen to the roar again.
And now he starts to worm forward. For EternalFire, they just need to stay alive on this bomb site. They need to do significant damage and distract, but Sunpius deals a devastating blow, a multi-kill to open up this bomb site. And immediately, you can see the response. They want nothing more to do with this EternalFire. They come into this round with not the fully fleshed out investment, not the weapons alongside the utility, and ENCE are already hunting them. This makes so much sense, and Major has revealed that he's got a Famas towards B.
I know I have the gift of hindsight here, but I think a half-buy would have been a safer.
She gets a little bit better from that previous round. The thing that is lacking, however, is the utility.
And the gun on xCloud, most importantly.
No,
I do like the UMP. Oh, but it's not going to matter. Xantares, can he find a third? Not quite. Sunpius, a necessary reply. xCloud falls back with Emor here. The pace is killed. Xantares, mainly responsible for that. Emor now has not had a kill in quite a few rounds. Has to deliver on the A1S. He's been given one of these rifles for a reason. He's got a bit of util in his back pocket too. The Molotov is good. It will continue to delay. Major's flank is even better. Needs to find the kill onto Snappy, and he will deliver. The battle of the IGLs, 1 on out. It's an unfair fight, admittedly, but a necessary one for EternalFire. Bomb will still go down and still have bought themselves a chance here at finding 15. But there are so many angles they need to cover off. It will be a full retake as a unit from EternalFire with 2 smokes and a flashbang as well.
They have got kits and smokes, so they can drop util on towards the bomb. xCloud just trying to throw caution to the wind. Calyx is just going to stick it. Calyx is just going to get on it. That's going to be the round for EternalFire. They're going to get themselves up to series point.
Another cheer here from the EternalFire. Kept off towards his position yet. Perhaps this is intentional. Sunpius appears to be holding the angle. As that smoke comes on down, it gives a really nice one-way to Xantares, but Sunpius still strikes first. ENCE are not willing to take this line down. Emor might be lying down shortly. That is a massive Molotov to be missing. It forces himself out of the bomb site. Major's rear flank, though, does at least get one, and Henu is the first to fall. 4v4 ensues, but that nade is fantastic.
Time, pressure, 30 seconds. ENCE need to find their way on towards the bomb site. And xCloud's got utility to potentially disrupt, but it doesn't matter when Madden is finding the kills. But Calyx once again, he's really stepping up. Major's made ground over towards Rampage. Emor with another, and Diha, he's been thrown into this 1 versus 3 retake. And it's so difficult. He has to literally find his way out of this corner to keep ENCE in it. Major making it so difficult, and with the killing blow, EternalFire will do it in 2, and they will send ENCE to the lower brackets.
My God, listen to the roar from EternalFire here. They didn't have the greatest level of confidence coming in, but they can have faith in their abilities now. They struggle so big.